Welcome back to Full Circle. Let us know where you're watching us from this morning. 111 That is our SMS line. Switch TV KE on Instagram, Switch TV Kenya on Facebook. Send in your questions, especially for this particular conversation. You need to send in your questions because we're talking about your healthy living habits. And with us, we have a nutritionist. Cheryl, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Makali.
You look fantastic and warm.
Asante. Yeah, it's a bit chilly, so we have to, dress up for the weather. But so far, so good. You look absolutely amazing yourself.
Great. And just before we start this conversation with Cheryl, please let's run the bumper. Healthy living. My God, I don't think there's enough conversations around this. Like we could do this today, tomorrow.
I know.
Maybe the rest of the show.
It's an everyday thing. Like it just has to be a lifestyle. And this basically depends on what you consume on a daily basis. And that makes you who you are. So one thing I like about nutrition is the ability for you to, use the diet that, you're eating or your everyday exercising and lifestyle to be able to avoid some lifestyle diseases like diabetes, cancer, and the likes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at my life and people that I know.
Yeah.
There are people I know that would be nutritionists even when we were growing up because they were always like careful and all of that, and they'd easily get into that. I would lie to people if they became their nutritionists. Then I'd be like, YOLO, which you'd end up with diabetes and pressure and everything. So it is important for us to identify with the fact that maybe it's not easy, but it is work for you to do for a better life.
A better life.
Were you always like that? Were you always like taking care of yourself?
Honestly, no. It's something. Yes, it's something that I became aware of after studying it.
Okay.
So I did my BSc at the University of Nairobi.
Okay.
In food nutrition and dietetics, and a master in clinical nutrition from the University of Nottingham. So throughout, my learning process, I realized that it's actually what I eat that, can make me a better person, fill me up with the energy that I need and the zeal, and make me even look much younger. So nutrition plays a very big role in who we are.
And I like how you say it. It's what we put in our mouths. That's where it all begins.
Exactly.
So what we eat and what it does to our bodies. What we drink and what it does to our bodies.
All inclusive. So for example, a healthy meal is something that has to have all the macronutrients and micronutrients. So by macronutrients, these are the carbohydrates, the proteins and the fats that you need. And micronutrients come in when you have your fruits and vegetables. So in each and every meal, from breakfast to lunch to dinner, it should have all the balanced ingredients. That's the first step. And then in between, you can have, of course, your fruits and vegetables when you're snacking during midday or mid-afternoon, and maybe the late night snack as well. And of course, drink your water as much as you can.
Yeah.
It helps your skin to glow, and it flushes out all the toxins. Of course, our bodies are like machines, so it needs to flush them off. So yeah, that's where taking enough fluids is recommended. That's about 6 to 8 glasses in a day.
Okay.
Yeah, of water.
This breakdown works for everybody. There are people, I'm an endomorph for sure. Like if I eat that many times in a day, or is it the portioning that is supposed to be something that I look out for? I won't be gobbling down things in the morning and be like, Cheryl says I have to have a snack.
I would have misguided you, yeah. So the snack can be a healthy snack. It can be a fruit. It can be freshly squeezed juice, a smoothie, a drink of water, low-fat yogurt. So it depends with what you're eating too, and the portions, like you said. So on my plate, half of my plate is supposed to be fruits and vegetables.
Half
of
Have you
my
been
plate.
to a proper nyumbani?
I know what you're talking about. So that's why it's a bit tricky, to maintain the half a plate of fruits and vegetables.
But
so
that's
if
the recommended.
Yes, but if that doesn't work, then you can have maybe some cucumber and carrots on the side, just to boost on your fruits and vegetables, because it's actually the vitamins and minerals that also help with your skin. So these are vitamins like D, vitamin E, C, K, They also help your skin to glow as a person.
Okay.
So it's all inclusive, all these macro and micronutrients.
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about maybe what about the supplements that we get on the side instead of the food? Would that work the same way? Or is it let's just put the food in?
Let's put the food in.
If the body doesn't process it well, then let's get
something else that can work. Because I wouldn't really recommend the supplements. I would like you to go all organic if possible, because these supplements, they've been manufactured in a way, so we don't know what has been added and stuff like that. And additives and processed foods are the number one enemy to a healthy lifestyle. So if you can go all the way with fruits and vegetables, then the better for you. If it's omega fatty acids, which are the good cholesterol in your body, you can, instead of taking the supplements, just go for the fish itself. Yeah, if it's tuna, if it's salmon, and the likes.
Okay, to just help with that. Can we just try and tie it down with what you're saying and the lifestyle diseases that are out there and how we can use the foods that we eat to actually fight the lifestyle diseases?
Okay, so when it comes to lifestyle diseases, focus on fruits and vegetables, number one. So anyone who has any type of disease, let's say diabetes, cancer, hypertension, fruits and vegetables are your number one source of healing, I would call it that way. And then after that, you can watch the amounts of carbohydrates you're eating. For example, someone who's diabetic needs to eat more of complex carbohydrates. So complex carbohydrates are carbohydrates that have more of fiber, okay? So this fiber helps to reduce the bad cholesterol in your body as well. And it also gives you the satiety, so you feel full, okay? Also the fruits and vegetables gives you the feeling of satiety. So when you have these, and of course if you're diabetic, maybe you're trying to battle with weight gain and stuff like that, so you reduce on your carbohydrates, eat more of fruits and vegetables, eat your fish. If you're selecting the type of protein, go for, if it's yogurt, low-fat yogurt, low-fat milk. If it's beef, go for lean beef. White meat, most preferred. If it's chicken, you can skin it off. And then, just go with fish. Fish is good.
Okay. When you talk about the things that we eat, there's a lot around that in terms of dieting and juicing and not eating, intermittent fasting, just trying to, live a healthy lifestyle. But we've found some extremes in the way that people do these things, probably in an unhealthy way,
which ends up affecting them negatively. So personally, I won't recommend for anyone to miss any meal in the day, because if you miss the meal, then
this is towards the intermittent fasting.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can at least have something, even if it's in small portion, but have it. It's going to keep you feel satisfied. You're going to feel satisfied, okay? Other than not eating at all, and then when you sit down to eat, then you overeat it, you see. So now you've not gained in any way. You've actually eaten more calories, which is going to be stored in your body as fat, and it's not going to benefit anyone.
So Cheryl is anti-IF. Have you seen the buzz on social media about IF and how people are going for 30 days or 36 hours rather, 36 hours and more, up to like 72 hours with no food. It's what does that do to the body if you go to that extent?
You see, when you go to that extent, then I'm not sure if they will include the fluids within the intermittent fasting, but now your body is not used to digest anything, okay? So the moment, let's say you've stopped eating for long hours, and then you have your ugali with nyama and with your avocado. By the time you're done there, you're over full. Now your system is not even functioning well because it has taken a break from digesting normally. So that's why it's advised, even if you can bite on something, well and good. So on a normal day, for example, an example of a healthy meal plan, your breakfast should have all the ingredients, the proteins, a little bit of proteins, carbohydrates. I will go for brown bread, let's say, or sweet potato, gouache. So you go for all those things that are more natural, yeah? And you can have an egg in between or a sausage. It's not bad. It's all about how often you eat it. If I eat a sausage today and then wait for another day and then eat another, then I don't see the issue or the harm in that. Okay. So your breakfast should have all the ingredients, and when you have the proteins and the fiber in it as well, it's going to make you feel satisfied. So around maybe 11, you're taking your break, you can have your juice or a sandwich, not bad. Your lunch, just a normal lunch, let's say it's rice or chicken breast and some vegetables on the side. And then after some time, you have your fruit. Drink your water always. And then maybe around 4 p.m., you can have some nuts, which are good for your, giving you good cholesterol, good fat. And it's also good for vitamin E for your skin. And then in the evening, you can have chapati or dengu. Yeah. Okay. So you just make sure you balance in between the day.
Would this meal plan also work for someone who's trying to lose weight, or would it be the same but now with reduced portions of certain kinds of
You
foods?
are right. You are right. So for someone who wants to lose weight, it will be the same calories. For example, in a day, a woman should have like 2,000 kilocalories, a man 2,500. Okay.
2,000 for me.
Yes.
And then 2,500 for a man.
Okay. But now, if you're losing weight, we'll have to reduce the amount of calories you get from carbohydrates. Okay.
So
now that's
2,000.
Yes, but now I reduce on the carbohydrates. I decide you'll have more of proteins, because proteins is going to help with your lean muscle formation, and then more of fruits and vegetables, which basically has no harm, and then more of water and fluids. Yeah.
What is the role of water when it comes to losing weight? Because most people will be like, oh, so I'm reducing everything, or probably they don't take as much water as they should.
So with the water, when you're working out, you're burning calories, yeah, and you're sweating. So you need the water, first of all, to cleanse off everything in your body, and then regulate your body temperature. When you're working out, you will sweat, so you're going to lose a lot of water as well. And just to give you that satiety, you'll feel full. If you drink water right now, yeah, after a meal, you're going to feel full. But it's recommended after you've had your meal, wait for like 30 minutes before you drink water. Yeah, or you drink water before your meal. Okay. So that the juices can work properly in your body.
There's also a huge fad around, hot water, lemon, eka, seeds, all kinds of seeds that you can find, in the supermarkets, or ekandimu,
That just works good for your skin, to be honest, and how it cleanses your body.
No, you even feel lighter. I've been drinking this for...
You have to include some workout in it. You see, that's why, a lot of people also go wrong in, like, people want to work out, but they don't change what they're eating.
Yes.
So it means that if you're losing the calories, but you're still putting them back in your body, you go back to nil, like it's balanced, so you're not losing. So as much as you're working out, make sure you change what you're eating. I'm not for pro dieting, like you diet totally. No, just watch the portions that you're eating. There are days where you will want to have a snack, which is maybe fries, pizza, cheat days. It's allowed. It's totally allowed.
See, I'm asking questions for me. I don't know if you have questions for you. If you have questions for you, 111 that is our SMS line. This is entirely for me. So there are people who will take away all the carbohydrates from their foods, and they will call it maybe keto
diet.
Yes. And they will increase the fats and the proteins. What's your opinion on that kind of diet?
My opinion on keto diet is it basically works for some people, so I can't shun it off completely. However, just be careful, especially if you're limiting the amount of carbohydrates to almost nil, because at the end of the day, the body needs the glucose, and this glucose comes from the carbohydrates. Although the fats can still, produce the glucose once it's burnt, in form of ketones, but still just play around the portions. Yeah, I wouldn't advise anyone to go on the extreme unless it's recommended by your doctor. Do not have this and this, then well and good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cheryl, do you walk this journey with people, personally, where you come up with a meal plan for them, probably check up on them?
Yes.
And it could be anyone who just wants to be fit, or probably they have been told you have a high blood pressure or diabetes, and you need to walk that journey. So with the specific needs of different people, do you walk this journey?
Yes, I have to walk the journey with them because, of course, they need encouragement.
Yeah.
And if you look around, people who have had the benefits, the nutritional benefits after counseling, they are normally in groups. So that moral support is normally really recommended. So, of course, I walk the journey with my clients. After 2 weeks, we check, we see what's working, what's not working. We see where we can change. And the meal plans are mainly based on what they eat. Yes, what they eat.
Okay, so if I don't like malenge, you will not make me eat malenge.
No, I will give you an alternative that, will give you the same nutrients.
Okay.
Yes.
And how can people get in touch with you then for this?
Okay, you can get in touch with me on my social media handle at Shari Lapondi. That will be Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok too, as well as YouTube.
Thank you so much. I don't know why you smiled on Twitter. I was like, are you active there? Or is it just, I have a handle? If I could remember it well.
I'm active there. That's why I'm laughing. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming through today and for enlightening us and teaching us. And I hope all of you have learned something today. We're going to take a very short commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Full Circle with Mikali.